Cubs win again in St. Louis, so they have now tied the season series 4-4. That is following tonight's 10-2 win. The Cubs score 7 runs in the first 2 innings, and then they would just go on from there. So the Cubs are rolling. You go even back to the Pittsburgh series, putting the ball in play, the extra base hits, the knocks, doing everything this offense can do. Everyone is contributing, and you can feel it. It's just no let-up against the opponent. Michael McGreevy certainly felt it today as he just lasted 1 2/3. And so if that's the opposing innings for the opposing pitcher, you're probably doing something right. So on that note, welcome on in to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Elise Menaker, Jason Kipnis. And Jason, you know, especially when they're scoring early like this, you're kind of like, okay. I mean, you give Rea some pad, and he does his work. And
we've been talking about how many one-run games this team's been in.
Right.
Craig's been dying for just some game where he can kind of use his bullpen or like mix and match some moves. But they looked good today, and out to a 7-0 lead after a few innings. Colin Rea put it on cruise control right there, kept him down. You just want to play good baseball from that point forward, and they did. They added on. Yeah,
easy to attack as a pitcher when you're Rea, because this offense, let's take a look at it. We've been talking about it, so now let's see more of the highlights. It's the GMC Professional Grade Plays, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana GMC dealers. And from the beginning, Michael McGreevy, I mean, hot day, but just looks like he's battling out there, maybe in part because this is what the bats are doing.
Yeah, we're going to look at it a little bit more, but that Ian Happ at bat in the first innings, a 2 outs, 2-run double right there, but it was an 11 pitch or 12 pitch at bat that he made him work for it and finally capitalized, because you didn't want to lose those runs out there that they created in the first inning. That's kind of what it felt like. That's exactly what he was going through.
And so I think at one point JD was saying it's like batting practice. We're just talking about in the first couple of innings. This is the second inning in particular. So 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 10 batters, and pitches faced 33. Happ alone probably saw like half of those.
So that's the second inning, and that Happ's double was in the first inning.
Right.
So they had, in the second inning, they had 3 straight run scoring at bats. After PCA's sac fly, there's 3 hits, a walk, and another hit. So that's exactly what was going on in that second inning, is that video.
So I'll add this to the, pitches faced 33 in the second inning. I'll say this, Happ on the day saw more than the whole team saw in this inning. Than the 10 batters.
He saw a lot of pitches.
He saw 38 pitches, the most by a Cub this season. Seiya Suzuki, he has a nice day, and so Taylor McGregor is catching up with him and Edwin Stanberry.
Thank you. Seiya, what about your approach has worked for you lately?
最近の自分のアプローチが成功につながっている理由は何ですか？あんまり成功しているとは思ってないですけど、粘り強く、満足いくようなヒットではないですけど、しぶとくなんとかいい打撃ができているのかなと思います。
Yeah, I don't know if it's been going well. I feel like I'm just being tenacious with that bat. Sticking with it. Not satisfied with the quality of the hits, but just keep sticking with it.
Alex Bregman has used Dansby Swanson's bat last couple of nights, gotten results. Have you ever thought about using someone else's bat?
ブレグマン選手がそのスワンソン選手のバットを使って最近ヒット打ってますけど、自分は過去に他の選手のバットを使ってみようとかそういうのは考えたことありますか？1回だけあります。でもあんまりないです。基本的には。I had it one time, but generally no.
Whose was the one time?
誰のバット使ってます？
マイケル・ブッシュ。
Well played. Thanks, Seiya. Elise?
Great stuff. Thanks, guys. And it was great stuff from Seiya today. He gets 3 knocks, a couple of RBIs. He's the slug in this lineup. He's always a key piece, but especially when you have guys getting on in front of you, hitting the way they are, you don't really rely on him quite the same, but he's the one who can put the games out of reach.
That's kind of the nice part about this lineup, is that you don't really have to rely on one single hitter. I think, and I need to correct a previous statement, I'm always like I said, it's a new guy every night. It seems like it's a new couple guys every night.
That's
you
fair.
have a couple hitters always having a good night. I mean, yeah, PCA might have a single game by himself and carry the whole offense, but lately this offense is just pick your poison if you're an opposing pitcher, because they are contributing all down through the lineup.
Well, I'll add this. So in the last 4 games, this offense, 8.8 runs per game, 60 hits. 19 extra base hits. Because as you were talking, I'm thinking we've seen a lot of extra base hits tonight, including Seiya. Bregman is in that.
And just to keep perspective, that's what I said. When the frustrating part is when these guys aren't hitting with runners in scoring position. It seems like they didn't have the extra base hits either, so there's no one scoring from first, so there's no just one swings. They are doing all that and more right now. Like, that dam is open. That has been broken through, and these guys are just scoring If one guy's on, he's in scoring position already. They are just hitting the balls down the line, finding gaps everywhere. This whole lineup is contributing.
In the last 4 games when I was mentioning those numbers, the numbers with RISP, they're hitting 397. And that was always a conversation.
It sucks because that's the game
struggling.
of baseball.
Right.
Because there's going to be ebbs and flows. There's ups and downs to everything. So yes, it's frustrating when you're not hitting. And again, think about this. This team, though, had so many opportunities when they're struggling of runners in scoring position, and they weren't. Other teams don't even have that. There's just nobody on. They're not getting hits. So it's good to see that they've stayed their approach. They have the high average, and they have the walks going. And now they're just kind of, it's a hit parade party when guys are on base.
And that's why I'm with you where that Ian Happ hit, the double in the first. When you have runners on, it felt like there have been times throughout this season where they have runners, they have opportunities early, but they couldn't take advantage.
Exactly. I just did not want them to waste that at bat because it was such a good at bat scene. 11, 12 pitches. Everyone on the team is ready to go and watch this. Now you've seen the pitcher, everything he has, everything he's working for, what pitches he goes to. So the fact that he finished off that at bat with a double and capitalized 2 outs and got that lead. It was just such a good at bat to start this game.
And the little things like the importance then of a guy like Bregman in front of him getting on, and so it's putting these guys in these opportunities. And the Cubs right now, they're certainly taking advantage. So they now have won both games to start this series in St. Louis. Tonight, it is a 10-2 win.